Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Since you all know how much we love Thermaltake on this channel, we are back with another case review. The Divider 500 TG Air is a mid-tower case which is derived from the previously introduced Divider series of cases with solid panels. Thermaltake decided that it needed more airflow, so they decided to add more holes on the case panels. But they are not the generic holes that you would find on other airflow cases on the market. Thermaltake decided to make the holes in the shape of their logo, and I'm really digging the look of it. This case comes both in black and white, and we have the white version to review today. As the name suggests, we have the side panels divided into two halves. One which is the metal side and the other is a 3mm thick tempered glass panel. We also get two of the half panels separately if you want a more traditional look for your PC case or if you want to change the look here and there. The case comes with 4 fans, one non-RGB at the back, and you get a pure 12 ARGB 3 fan pack for the front, free of course with this case, which is a great plus. Pure plus, see what I did there? Anyways. We also do get the vertical mounting plate for the GPU, but the riser cable is optional. And all this comes within a sweet price of 14,500 INR, which we will discuss later. Let's start with the outside. The front and the top panels have the amazing looking T-shaped holes for ventilation. Popping both the panels off, you have a magnetic dust filter for the front panel and a slidable filter for the top. We also have removable mounting plates for both the top and the front radiator, which is amazing as it makes it super easy to mount radiators outside the case rather than it being done inside. The top half of the side panels use the same mounting mechanisms as the front and the top panels, which is great too. You even get dust filters with the extra metal panels given with the case. The back side is pretty standard, which has the rotatable PCI slots, and one great addition is the mounting plate for the power supply, which makes it super easy to add and remove the power supply and its cable in the case. At the bottom, you do get a tray dust filter, which is something I've always wanted all the cases to come with, so thank you Thermaltake for listening. The metal side panel on the GPU side does have filtered ventilation holes for the card, which is a nice touch as it gives the card direct access to fresh air, but we will see later how it performs. For fan support, in the front you can fit up to 3 120 or 140mm fans. At the top you can fit up to 2 120 or 140mm fans. At the side you can have 2 120mm fans, and the rear allows a single 120mm fan. For radiators, you can have up to a 360 or a 280mm radiator in the front, up to a 240 or a 280mm radiator on the top, up to a 240mm radiator on the side, and a single 120mm radiator at the rear. For the I/O, we have a reset switch, headphone and microphone jack, your power switch, 2 USB 3.0 and 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port. I really like that Thermaltake has started to do away with the USB 2.0 ports in the front. Let's go inside the case now. This case supports everything up to a full-size ATX motherboard. The PSU shroud has a decently sized window for your PSU viewing pleasures and holes on the top of the shroud for airflow. It also has a cutout big enough to route your PCI cables with ease. The case is also water cooling capable by removing the side mounting SSD plate for a 240mm distro plate. If you decide to go for normal cooling by putting a 360mm radiator in the front, you will still have over 30mm of space to mount your fans on the side without them touching the AIO. Thermaltake did not provide holes for mounting a reservoir on the SSD mounting plate, but I'm sure you can do some DIY if you decide to go that route. In terms of storage, you can mount two 2.5-inch drives on the side, 2 on the back, and 2 3.5-inch or 2.5-inch drives on the removable hard disk cage, giving you a diverse storage mounting option. You cannot move the hard disk cage, which gives you only around 24.5 centimeters of space, which is not the most, but you can comfortably fit a 1200 watt PSU without problems, thanks to the removable PSU mounting plate again. Without the hard disk cage, you will get more than enough space for your cable management. Speaking of that, the back of the case gives you an average of 25mm of space for easy cable management and nice rubber grommets as well. You have more than enough cable tie points to route your cables easily. Coming to the build experience, I really enjoyed building in it as it was quick and easy thanks to all the removable mounting plates. A few points to notice is that if you decide to mount your GPU horizontally, the fans on the side will fit with just enough clearance between them and the GPU. Even though you can mount the radiator on the side, the fans on the radiator will collide with the GPU if it is mounted horizontally, so you will have to go vertical if you decide to mount your radiator sideways. This case comes with dust filters under every metal panel, which is going to help you keep your build clean for a longer period of time. This case performs quite well. At 100% load and with the panels off, the CPU and GPU were at 66.4 and 75 degrees respectively. The stock look was the average of the traditional look and the completely flow-oriented look where all the panels with ventilations were used. We didn't have the riser cable for a vertical mount, but I'm sure the side panel's ventilation slot would definitely help with the card's cooling. In conclusion, we can see that Thermaltake has spent a lot of time in designing this case, as it fits in everything easily and nicely, even though it seemed that it wouldn't at the first look. Coming to the price of this case, it is a bit on the higher end side, as it does what every other case would do on the market at 60 to 70% of the cost. But hey, you need to keep in mind that you're getting something unique with extra side panels and a 3-fan pack, which does cost them to include with the case, and then the never to forget quality that you get with the Thermaltake cases. It really comes down to individual preference if you would pay extra for the build comfort and the changeable looks feature that you get in this form factor, or you would just go and buy a normal case. I really like it, and I think I might just end up using it for my new setup. So Thermaltake, if you don't get this case back, you know where it's gone. Thank you Thermaltake India for sending us this case. Like, subscribe, share, and I will catch you all in the next one.